Welcome back to another episode of Seer Talks. Peace be upon everybody. Before I want to start this episode, I just want to give a shout out to everybody who's been supporting me on YouTube. Bro, this is really crazy. I ain't gonna lie. 2024, God really been blessing me. And I promised myself at the end of, July, I already said it. I'm like, at the end of July, I'm going to get 100 subscribers. We had 103. I know I haven't dropped a pod on Spotify in a minute. I've been dropping on YouTube, though. So if y'all want to check out my YouTube videos, same name and all that. But nah, today we're going to be talking about the emasculation of the black man. As time went on in my life, I'm starting to see, and I'm not trying to be no pick-me and stuff like that, but I really have been seeing what these girls, some of these girls, they be talking about when they be complaining about men, when they say men aren't men anymore and stuff like that. I be agreeing. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I definitely be agreeing. But some girls definitely be dragging it. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Some girls definitely be dragging it. Or they'll just post something to bash men or say something about a man just for engagements and clout. But when it comes to the emasculation of black men, right? For those who don't know what emasculate means Emasculation means depriving man of his male role or identity, right? And when it comes to emasculation, right? Number one, emasculation is generational, right? Number two, emasculation is systematic. Number three, emasculation is in movies. You can argue with your mom about that. For those who know, when I'm talking about emasculation of the black man within movies, y'all know what I'm talking about. But I had seen this quote, and it had said, a man seems like less of a man when he relies on other people and for his decisions, and is easily influenced by the people who he surrounds himself with, right? So when it comes to this emasculation of the black man, right, a lot of our parents play a huge role in that too. Like I said, it's generational. For example, some of our mothers are way too okay with just doing it for us. And this is what happens, and I'm going to get into, other things as well. But definitely, we can definitely point the finger at some parents, because there should be no reason why, your child is a teenager, right? And he's just this blob. I'm going to say it. I ain't gonna lie. I'm going to say it. He's a blob. He doesn't know how to do things on his own. He just needs his mom around him. He needs someone around him to do it for him, and that's emasculation. And when it comes to, escaping, that emasculation and stuff like that, right? I would say for my guys, right, to try to practice positive masculinity, right? I would say work on their emotional maturity. That's the main thing that I'm going to say. Practice emotional maturity, not even for relationships or just for your own self. Because being emotionally mature will save your life. A lot of people aren't here anymore because of a reaction, because they thought they were the big and tough guy, right? So that's why some men aren't here anymore. That's just the reality. Everybody think they tough. Everybody want to put on this persona, this act as if they're this, when it's that's not even you, bro. And I'm not pointing out people and stuff like that. I'm just saying the reality, brother, if you know that's not you, why even try to put that out there, But I would say this as well. Number one, right? Emasculation can lead to anxiety, right? Depression and low self-esteem. Number two, it could lead to physical health issues. Like I said before, some men feel more manly by doing toxic things. For example, like drugs. Some men feel more manly by, sipping that Don Julio 1942 Hennessy, whatever it is, right? That's what, the stereotype of what men do, right? And number three, this is probably the biggest one of them all, because a lot of us guys, we love women. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. If a man says his hardest trial isn't a woman, he might just be, he might be a part of the, he might be over there. He might not like girls. So, number 3, relationship issues. Difficult to open up. Struggle to connect on a deeper level. And you can't, like, how can you, right? You love women, you want to get married, you want to have kids. For my Muslim men out there, a lot of, I'm seeing this trend going on. Like, a lot of people, like, I'm seeing it happen, reoccur back again, this trend about having, multiple wives, right? And it's like, how can you want multiple wives? When you don't have certain things on your end done. And half of the time when it comes to men wanting multiple wives, it's out of desire. In the Quran, Allah tells us, if you can do justice, marry on, but preferably, it's just one. If you cool one. But if you can do justice and treat them all equally, and I'm gonna say the word again, equally, then do so. Some men, like I said, they just want multiple women because that's all they're used to doing, and it's like you're not used to doing it, and being equal towards them. You used to just, doing your own thing. Unlawfulness is what I'm trying to say. You're used to doing it in an unlawful way. Erykah Badu, she had made a statement on Breakfast Club. She said, this was her message to, black men. She said, we really have to love ourselves in a world where if, as a man, if you don't bring anything, you're nothing, bro. You're literally nothing. And I'll elaborate on that as well. Recently, right? I did something that was a huge goal of mine, right? And I felt less of a man because I didn't have that thing, y'all. Like, wallahi, like, Allah is my witness. I was stressing over this thing that I desired, that I wanted for 4 years. I was stressing over this thing for 4 years, bro. Right? And I realized I felt less of a man because it's like, bro, there's no way I'm just comfortable. Like, I was never comfortable with letting my parents do any, like, specifically my fault, specifically my mother. I was never okay with allowing any woman in my family to do anything for me. Anytime they would do something for me, I would say I appreciate it. Because, like, you don't even have to. In Islam, right? Technically the woman don't even have to lift up a cup for you, bro. You understand? Like, a woman don't have to lift up a cup for you, lift up a plate, clean this. You don't have to. But she's doing it, right, out of respect. She doesn't have to do that. And this is just according to, the deen, for all my people who aren't Muslim and stuff like that, This is according to what we believe in. Like, the woman don't have to do nothing, bro. Y'all can just get married. She can just chill, right? But, out of respect, right? She didn't. She didn't have to. Like, I don't know if it's like a joke going around or anything, but I've been seeing a lot of, like, men posting about, this soft boy era stuff. And it's just like, bro, come on, bro. Y'all know us as men, like, bro, we can't be saying that, bro. It don't even sound right. What do you mean soft boy? Soft boy era, I'm just kick back, relaxing. Like, I'll never forget it, bro. I seen this, for those who, follow this guy named Randy, his comedy, yo, he is hilarious, bro. He literally made a post about it, bro. Like, some men be waiting for their homie to blow up and they just be in cruise control. That's why I said in the beginning of this episode, I'm starting to see, like, what some girls are saying, bro. Some men are okay with doing nothing, bro. I know a few. Literally, I know a few. And I'm going to tell y'all this story, right? This was way before. This is when I was 19, right? And this was when, I didn't have no L's, no driver's license and stuff like that, right? And, a homie of mine, an old homie of mine, right? We was talking about it. He was like, oh, you need to hurry to get your car so you can drive me around, da. Mind you, this man is 2 years older than me. I'm 19. He's 21, right? Why are you waiting for your homie to get it? Why are you waiting for your homie? Is what I'm trying to say. Why are you waiting? Is what I'm trying to say for my guys. Why are we waiting? Just do. Like, we waiting around too much. This is our problem, like, especially as black men. Like, we wait around too much looking for something, right? Especially us as Muslim men too. We always complaining about, Muslim women, this, and this, and oh, their requirements be too much. But what about us, bro? Like, sometimes, a lot of the times, bro, even some girls too, like, even some of the takes some girls be having. It's just like, bro, I feel like everyone should just look within themselves, right? Before having to say anything about this gender, this. please focus on yourself. I'm like, it's really crazy when I say I know people who are just sitting around as we speak. As we speak, like some people haven't changed. Some people haven't got out of that emasculation, right? And the reason why I'm making this episode is because I have experienced emasculation from women in my family, in relationships. The person who taught me, right, how to put air in a tire was a woman, right? Mind y'all, I'm gonna give y'all a story time. I'm 16 years old, right? It was this girl I was talking to at the time. Stop a lot. It was this girl I'm talking to at the time. We at the gas station and I'm sitting in the car and she's putting air in the tire and I'm just sitting in the car. And she said, "You just gonna sit there and watch me?" I said, "Oh, snap. Mind y'all, I'm 16. I'm like, oh. So I'm like, let me get out the car. I'm being honest, y'all. I was sitting there, I'm sitting there like acting on my phone, like. So I go outside and I kneel down, to see like how to put the air in the tire. And ever since that day, she taught me how to put air in a tire. I'm learning this from a woman. And this is why I say what I say, bro. Like when it comes to black women, bro, like they really running it, bro. They doing their thing. Like, bro, me and my homie Kago, shout out to my bro Kago, we talk about this all the time. I can name 10 black women, right? Who I went, throwing this out there, who I went to school with, middle school with, high school with, elementary school, whatever, right? I can name 10 black girls who got a business, right? I can't name you 10 black men who got a business, bro. I can name you 10 black girls who went to uni from my UK mendem, uni, university for my people in the States, right? I can't do the same with black men. I can name you black men. I can name you 10 black men that dropped out. I can name you 10 black men who's selling drugs. I can name you 10 black men in jail. I can name you 10 black men who's in the streets, right? So, and this is what I'm saying, like, bro, we really have to get out of this emasculation phase, this emasculation mindset, bro, because half of the stuff that we doing, it like I said before, it's generational, right? And for those who listen to my previous episode on Spotify, talking about intergenerational trauma, tap into that. A lot of us haven't even tapped into, what we want better for the next generation of our bloodline. A lot of men, particularly black men, we don't look into that. We just think, oh, I'm gonna just get a girl and we can just da. Like, no. Any like Malcolm X said, may Allah have mercy on him. Any man can have a child, bro. Any man can get a girl. But it's about the responsibility, of having that child. It's about the responsibility of, having that girl. Girls are expensive, y'all. Like us as men, we like girls. But we aren't willing to put up with what comes with girls. Girls like getting dressed. Girls like, going out. Some girls, not all girls, but girls enjoy different things that men don't enjoy. So it's like, you really have to get out that shell in order for the relationship to grow. Because a lot of us, bro, we say we want a relationship. We say we want this, and this. We say we want all these things, but are we really ready? That's the question. Did you get out of that emasculation mindset is the question. And that's a rhetorical question for you. And I don't care what anybody tells me, bro. Maybe it's just my pride, bro. Maybe I got a little ego. I ain't gonna lie. I just never felt comfortable with people paying for me or doing stuff for me, bro. And that's something I gotta work on. But I feel like as a guy, right, you should never feel comfortable with allowing, primarily, women doing things for you, right? I know, like I told y'all before, and I have another story time for y'all, bro. I was going on a trip, right? With a few friends of mine. It's 2023. We headed into the new year, right? This the same homie, by the way. He come in the car, right? And mind y'all, we going on a trip. If you go on a trip, right, you're spending money. Expect to spend money. Remember I said that. He's in the car. He's like, oh, I didn't even bring a lot of money. I asked my mom for something. She didn't even give me any. Mom, y'all, we planned this trip for like a month. A month before the new year came, we planned this. We put money in for the rental, the hotel, all this stuff, right? What are we do? Like, what are you doing? And then when he said he asked his mom for money and his grandma for money, and she said no, in my head, I'm not on some like, I wasn't on some like good for you type beat, but it's just on some like, bro, you need to be more responsible. And this is for all my, my guys watching this video. Learn to be responsible financially, whatever responsible it is. Learn to just be responsible for yourself. If you're about to head out somewhere, make sure your funds is right, y'all. Come on now. Like, that's just common sense, especially if you going from a state to another state, right? So that whole trip, I'm just like, bro, like, I literally got thrown off. I'm just like, bro, like, damn, you still moving, like, literally still moving like a teenager. And that's literally because, this specific person, his mother, anytime I was around him, his mother would baby him. Mind you, like I told you before, 2 years older than me. Why is your mother still babying you? Why are you still okay with your mother doing, paying for you? And I'm not saying, like, if you don't got it, right, and then she pays, say thank you. But the fact that you're just expecting it, the word that I'm trying to use is the word entitlement. That's really what he was on. Every time, like, I would be around him or his mother or, his family, he would just feel so entitled. Like, sometimes he would go, we go into the store, right? I'm like, yeah, bro, we about to head out, Call his mom. You have a job. Mind y'all, he has a job, but it's not me knocking him. I'm not trying to knock him, but it's like, bro, you have a job, right? Why aren't you responsible, right? And his mom sent him money, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm real life witnessing emasculation in front of my face, right? And this is the same person. I haven't spoken to him in like a year, dang near a year. He's one person. I'm like, yeah, it was fun, but you're just a part of my life only for this phase of life, for my teenage years and stuff like that. Because now that we're adults, I'm like witnessing. I'm like, yeah, bro, like, I know I got emasculated. You feel me? And I'm not even gonna deny that I definitely have been emasculated. But you're just way too comfortable, bro. And the fact that a lot of us black men think it's okay for a woman to just be upfront and just pay for us all the time, 24/7. It says a lot about us and how we were raised, bro. Like, wow. And this is why I'm grateful, to be a Muslim always, because, Allah tells us like that's what we have to do. Like, that's our main thing over our families. Like, we have to take care. We really have to take charge. And when I mean take charge, I mean it in the most respectful way possible, bro. Like, one thing I had to realize about, I'm not using this word, bro, but my masculine energy, right? I had a few girls tell me, like, I give off gentle energy. Like, I'm not really a strict guy and stuff like that. Because it's like, bro, why do I have to yell? Why do I have to bark at you? Why do I have to police you, right? We both grown. You understand? Like, well, I don't got to do that. If I have something to tell you, I'm going to just say it. And I'm going to say it in the most respectful way possible. Some people be getting their feelings hurt. But nah, I just feel like it's about time, a lot of us as black men and Muslim men as well, like, we get out of this emasculation mindset and we really try to push forward this masculine positivity. Like, that's really the main thing we trying to push. None of this hyper stuff, none of this red pill stuff, none of that. Positive masculinity. That's really the main thing I'm trying to push. Positive masculinity, y'all. It's about time. Like, a lot of men before us, the generation of men before us, they failed us. I'm gonna just be honest. They ain't give us no tools, bro. None. I'm gonna be honest. Maybe someone in y'all life gave y'all tools and stuff like that. Maybe there's a small percentage that gave some black men some tools. That I don't know about. But for the most part, based off of what I'm seeing with my two lenses, I'm just like, yo, like, a lot of our black fathers failed us, bro. A lot of us. But I hope y'all enjoyed this episode. Share with whoever, share with a friend. Keep supporting my YouTube. I greatly appreciate it. Hope y'all enjoyed this, and we gone. Peace.